Thanks.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Okay, good morning. Thank you for coming to this interview.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
My name is Muhammmad, and I'm the SM manager of the school. I will be conducting this interview. So,
Nice to meet you, Mr. Akmal. My name is Surya, and I am applying for the English teacher position.
can you tell me a little bit about yourself and your education on the job?
Sure. I graduated from the University of Indonesia with a bachelor degrees in English education. I have been teaching English for 3 years at the national school. I have also obtained a TEFL certificate and a Cambridge English proficiency certificate. I'm passionate about teaching and learning language, and I enjoy working with students from different backgrounds and levels.
Okay, that sounds impressive. So, why are you interested in working at our school?
I'm interested in working at your school because I believe it offers a high quality education and a multicultural environment. I have heard many positive reviews about your school from some of my colleagues who have worked in before. I also admire your school's visions and missions which align with my own values and goals as a teacher. I think I can contribute to your school's success by providing engaging and effective English lessons for your students.
I see. So, what are your strengths and weaknesses as an English teacher?
Sure. I think one of my strengths is that I'm flexible and adaptable. I can adjust my teaching methods and materials according to the needs and preference of my students. I also try to use various activities and media to make my classes more interactive and fun. I also have good communication and interpersonal skills, which help me to build rapport and trust with my students and college.
And what about your weakness?
Well, I think one of my weaknesses is that I sometimes tend to be too perfectionist. I always want to do my best and deliver the best results. But sometimes I put too much pressure on myself and stress myself out. I'm aware of this issue and I'm trying to overcome it by setting realistic goal and expectation and by asking for feedback and support from others when I need it.
That's very humble. How do you handle challenging situations or difficult students in your class?
I think the key to handle challenging situation or difficult student is to stay calm and positive. I try to understand the root cause of the problem and to find a solution that is fair and respectful for everyone involved. I also communicate clearly and respectfully with the students and try to motivate them and encourage them to participate and cooperate. I also seek help from my college or supervisors when I face a situation that is beyond my control or expertise.
That's a good approach. So, how do you assess your students' progress and performance?
I use various methods to assess my students' progress and performance. I use formative assessment, such as quizzes, assignments, and projects, to monitor their learning process and provide feedback and guidance. I also use summative assessment, such as tests and exam, to measure their learning outcomes and evaluate their mastery of the subject. I also use alternative assessment, such as portfolios, presentation, and self-assessments, to allow them to demonstrate their skills and abilities in different ways. I also use verdicts and criteria to grade their work objectively and consistently.
That's very comprehensive. How do you plan your lessons and prepare your materials?
I plan my lessons and prepare my material based on the curriculum and the syllabus of the school. I also consider the needs and interests of my students and the learning objectives and outcomes of its lessons. I try to make lessons relevant and meaningful for my students and to incorporate different skills and topics. I also use a variety of sources and resources, such as textbooks, online platforms, videos, podcasts, and games, to enrich my materials and make them more engaging and diverse. I also review and revise my lessons as material regularly and make adjustments and improvements as needed.
Well, Fasya, I think you have done very well in this interview. You have shown that you have the qualification, skills, and experience to be an English teacher at our school.
Thank you, Mr. Akmal. I really appreciate this opportunity. I'm very interested and excited to work at your schools.
You're welcome. Fasya. We will contact you soon to inform you about the result of this interview. Do you have any questions for me before we end this session?
Yes, I have one question. When will the academic of this year start? And what are the working hours and days for the teachers?
Okay, so the new academic year will start on July 1st, 20 and 24. The working hours are from 8 p.m. to 4 p.m., Monday to Friday. The teachers are also expected to attend some meetings and trainings after school hours or on weekends, depending on the schedule.
Ah, I see. Thank you for the information, Mr. Arnold.
You're welcome, Fasya. Thank you for your time and interest. It was a pleasure to meet you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Mr. Arnold. It was a pleasure to meet you. Have a nice day.
Goodbye, Fasya. Thank you, Fasya.
Thank you.